Hey everybody, welcome back to Card Curiosity, where we try to find the best possible ways to make a good return on your investment in the sports card world. Today we have another episode of Rip It or Skip It, where we analyze a box of cards and see if it's something that is worth our money, that we can make maybe some profit on if we open, and have some fun while we're doing it. Today we're going to look at 2024 Bowman Sterling Baseball, one of the products that me and my boys look forward to the most every year. You can see what the boxes here look like, and the some of the cards right here. They're very nice. And before we jump in and analyze this, a reminder quickly of the four things we look for. First is the price. We want to see how affordable these boxes are. Next, we want to look at the checklist and make sure that we can pull cards of players that are actually going to be valuable. Third, we want to look at the gradability and the gem rate to see if these are cards that you can send to PSA or SGC and have a good chance of getting 10s on, because that's how you're really going to make the most money doing this. And then finally, we want to look at the relevance or the desirability of these cards over long periods of time. Will people want these cards in 5-10 years, or will they flock towards the other kind of standard ones like the Topps Chromes and Bowman First kind of thing? So that is what we're going to look at here today. Let's first jump in and take a look at the price. These are not cheap boxes. They run around $420 here at Dave & Adams for the pre-orders, and $410 at Blowout Cards. If you look at kind of what you get here, you can get a whole lot of rookies, which is great, and it's basically you get 50 prospects and 50 rookies. And so as we jump into the checklist, you'll see why we think that is pretty good here. Some of the pictures here, let's see what they have. So let's see what these kind of look like, and different kind of parallels there, numbered to different amounts. Looks like they have some new ones here that I was unfamiliar with. So numbered to 25s, numbered to 5s, in the copper, and things like that. So price-wise, at $400+ that's a little steep, but you can get a decent amount of cards, good cards. However, we're just gotta look at the price tag here. We're gonna give the $400 price tag a 2 out of 5. So it's not great when it comes to price. But if we look at the checklist, you'll see that the checklist is probably pretty good, one of the better ones out there in my opinion, because again, 50 rookies, 50 prospects. I mean, there's not a lot of these players that you're going to pull and be like, well, shoot, I don't even know who that is. On the prospect side, maybe there's a few you're going to be unaware of, but at least when it comes to prospects, there's a chance in a few years or a few months they might be decent, and it could be worth maybe holding on to and make a little bit of money that way. So here's what some of these things look like. You can see autographs of big players like Aaron Judge, Jackson Holliday there on an insert, Jason Dominguez, some autographs. So here's how the boxes are set up, which I think is great. You get 6 cards per pack, all right, and each pack comes in a little mini box, and so you get 5 of these mini boxes in a hobby box. And so also in each one of these boxes, you get 5 of these mini boxes per hobby box. You're going to find 1 autograph per mini box, or 5 autographs for the entire box. So one box for $400, you do get 5 autographs, and you have a chance of getting some pretty big players, like we said. So you'll recognize some of these base prospects here. Let's see, they have Chase DeLauder with Cleveland. He's going to be a big one. Basallo here with Baltimore. Walcott, I know people are going to be hunting for him. Max Clark with Detroit. Like these are pretty big prospect names, and even Dylan Cruz is still a prospect here, and James Wood, I believe, as well. So even though some of these guys have been called up, these are not their rookie cards. They're still in here on the prospect side, which is good. On the rookie side, you got the big ones. Everyone that you could possibly want, I think, should be here, and that's good news for us here. The rookie checklist is going to be great, and hopefully if you pull a box of this and rip it, you can find some big rookie autographs and big prospect autographs. So on the autograph side, if we actually dig a bit deeper, you'll see they've got even some dual autographs. Corbin Carroll, Gunnar Henderson, that'd be pretty cool. Jackson Holliday, Jackson Churio, that would be an awesome card to pull right there on the autograph side. So dual autos. They have the prospect autos here, and Rookie autographs. So there's only 18 rookies that have signatures, which I think is actually okay. You do get Mr. Paul Skeens in here as well, which is fantastic. But, you know, Wyatt Langford, Paul Skeens, Jackson Holliday, Jackson Churio, Jackson Merrill is the one that is not here, and that's kind of unfortunate. I'm not sure why. He had it last year as a prospect, but he doesn't have him in here as a rookie. They have these other autographs here: Sterling Extravaganza, Sterling Tech, and then triple autographs as well. And so a lot of really cool things. Most of these autographs are on card as well. And so checklist-wise, I think it's one of the best out there. We're going to give this a 5 out of 5 for sure. Next, let's jump into the gem rate. And I can tell you in the past, at least in 2023 and 2022, these things gem really well. So you have just the base cards going around 70%. You have the autographs going at 73%. Some of the other ones there. Sterling Tech is the one insert you have to be careful of. 36% gem rate. There just happens to be some issues and scratches on those particular cards, but I mean, a lot of these, I mean, this is one of the best gem rates you'll find out there, so we're going to give the gradability here a 5 out of 5 as well. And then finally, we need to look at the relevance of these cards over time. So like let's compare the prospect stuff to like a Bowman First. So you have Jackson Holliday's Bowman First here, last sale, $204, okay? Compare that to a recent sale of Bowman Sterling from 2023, and that went for $78, and this one's even numbered to 100. And so obviously these cards are not as desired long term, and they're not going to hold their value quite as well as the you know, kind of the standard we have here with the Bowman First autographs. Give you another example here with Bobby Witt Jr. So if we look at like rookie autographs, you got Topps Chrome. His PSA 10 Topps Chrome base went for $750 back in July, and if you compare that to a PSA 10 base autograph of Bobby from early August, you're at $369, so like half the price. So they're not going to be worth as much as the Topps Chrome, but they might be easier to find because of the checklist, and you know, you get 5 autographs per box, and they're still going to go up if the player does well. It's just they're not going to be worth quite as much. So we're going to give this a 3 out of 5 on the desirability category, and that gives us a total of 15 out of 20, which is one of the higher scores we have seen. I think to make this a perfect product, I'd like to see the price come down to more like a $300 to $350 range. That would make it just about perfect. But everything else here, there's not much to dislike really. It's a lot of fun because you get 5 autographs, you get big players that everybody kind of wants to hit and collect, and we are looking forward to opening this this week. As soon as they arrive, we'll get started, and hopefully we get to find something big. So hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, stay curious.